Hey guys, just going to show you real quick the updates to the two arcade cabinets so you can see where we're at. Today's Saturday, January 21st. I was out of town all this week, so I didn't have a lot of time to play, but between yesterday and today I actually got a lot accomplished. What we've got with the newer cabinet, which I've been calling cabinet number 2, it's actually ready to go. We just rewired, well, I just rewired the control panel, got everything in there done. I haven't zip tied anything yet just in case I add any buttons or move anything away, but this is actually a one-player cabinet. So this has new coin button, a 5th button that I haven't set anywhere yet, but it does light up, start button, brand new control joystick, 1, 2, 3, and 4th button. Most of the games on Pandora's Box use 1, 2, some of them use 3, but occasionally you get one of those fighting games that does require a 4th button. So I might actually make this one a 4th button too, just so they both do the same thing. But having the coin button here is going to be pretty key. But as you can see with this machine, I mean, Pandora's is running. It's actually got the test button is pressed in the cabinet somewhere. Basically all that's left is cosmetics. I'm going to go through and cut out all the extra wire that we didn't use, zip tie all the stuff that's in here. The coin mech does not work, and all the locks and everything for it are, the keys are broken off inside it, so that's why I put the button here for this. I could probably make them light up so that they work, but if you put a coin in, it just comes right out through the coin return, and the keys are actually broken off in the locks, so there's nothing I can do about that right now without a little bit more time. But basically all that's left is cosmetics. So what I plan on doing tomorrow and Monday is sanding this down and painting it. I got a ton of black matte paint and just going over the sides and the front with it, filling in some of these gaps like right here. But the T-molding is actually in pretty good shape, so I'm not going to worry about adding or replacing any of that. I'm just going to fill in some of these scratches and chips and paint this matte black. The front just needs to be washed. It's in pretty good shape. It's got some kicks on it and some dust. The control panel needs to be sanded down and painted underneath the buttons. But everything else is in pretty good shape. The other side's in great shape. It just needs to be, let's see if I can move it over. It just needs to be washed down and painted just like the other sides. So it's in pretty good shape for an older cabinet that was sitting in a basement. So we'll fill in the holes, not the holes, but some of the damage like this. You know, we'll get this all sanded down and fixed. We'll paint the whole thing, and then this guy will be good to go. I would say once everything dries by Tuesday of this week. So it's Saturday. I'll work on it tomorrow and Monday, let it dry Monday. And this will probably be ready to get delivered on Tuesday. The other machine is in great shape as well. It really just needs cosmetics at this point. And everything's functional here as well. The only thing that we're waiting for is a delivery on a new control panel. This control panel is in pretty good shape, but it only allows us to have a maximum of 3 buttons per side. I would really prefer to make this one a 2-player fighter. So I got a new control panel that actually fits in this Capcom cabinet that has brand new joysticks and 6 buttons on each side. So you could play Street Fighter 2, you could play Mortal Kombat, only uses 5 buttons, but you'd at least have enough. I didn't think 3 was going to be enough on this guy. So this one will probably be ready in about a week's time, just given the fact that, you know, I guess shipping with storms and the inauguration and stuff like that has just been tough over the last couple of days. But this one's actually running the Heroes Pandora's Box, which just has a little bit of a different interface in it, but it runs smooth. But yeah, that's where we're at with these 2 machines. You know, I think this will be ready in about a week's time, maybe 2 weeks, depending on when that stuff gets delivered and when I can wire it up. Basically everything in here is done. I just need to move everything over. I took all the buttons out. This will probably have light up buttons too. I got a whole mess of those, but these joysticks were also kind of a mess, so I bought 2 new joysticks to go in the new control panel as well. But all the wiring's ready to go. It's all hooked up to the JAMA down to the Pandoras down there, all by JAMA. The coin mechs in here do work, which is good. And this one's already pretty much clean inside. I did leave Final Fight in here in case anyone ever wants to hook it back up and have this be a dedicated cabinet again. But same thing with this. Once the control panel comes and we install it, I will put a couple coats of paint on this. And this one will be done too. I've already filled in some of the little holes in the gaps. We'll put a credit button right here where this hole is. This used to be like a bolt lock across it, but we'll paint all this up, and this side just needs to be sanded down a little bit and painted, and then we're good to go. So I would give this one, the Final Fight cabinet, probably another week or two till it's ready to ship. And the blank cabinet that we've got over here with Pandora's Box 4 in it, the light up buttons, I would say will be ready in about 48 hours.